God created the world and everything in it, which means you get to choose from your own free will, because the fundamental identity of you as a human being is a sovereign human being capable of making your own choices. You are a sovereign human being. You have free will, and you have the ability to exercise that free will or not. You don't have to choose your free will. You don't have to choose yourself. You don't have to choose God. You don't have to choose to carry your mission. You don't have to choose to love. You get to. And going back to your most fundamental identity, you are a creator, which means you have the ability to be infinitely creative, because the force of creativity itself is the force of love and truth, which is of God, which is God. And that force runs through your veins. It runs through your body. It is what created you. It's what has given you the breath of life. It's what allows you to be alive. It's what allows you to live. You simply have to remember that it already exists within you, and you get to choose it. You get to choose to exercise your sovereignty. You get to choose to exercise your free will and choose your life, how you respond to the world around you, what you say yes and no to. You get to choose to take a 5-minute shut-eye, even when you have 20 different people from your family over at your house to celebrate Christmas, and they're all loud, and they're all talking at the same time, and they all need something from you because you're the hostess with the mostest. You get to say, you know what? I need 5 minutes of silence, and I'm going to go to my bedroom, shut off the lights, lock the door, and let everyone take care of themselves for 5 minutes, because I need 5 minutes for me. And something really magical starts to happen when you exercise your sovereignty and you exercise your free will in this way. Start to be a little bit nicer. Start to have a little bit more peace. You start to breathe a little bit deeper into your belly. You start to have a little bit more patience for the people around you and for yourself. You start to care a little bit less for how it looks to the world and more about how you feel at any given moment. And the more often you do this, this is like the beauty of this. It's like this incredible compound effect. The more often that you do this, the more peaceful you are, the more courageous you are. Because let's be honest, it takes courage to say yes to yourself for the first time. It takes courage to say yes to yourself every single time. It takes courage to say, you know what, I am going to be the cherished, chosen woman that I was always born to be, and I'm going to choose myself first because God has already chosen me. And I know that God has already chosen me because I'm on this earth. I exist. I woke up today. I have breath in my lungs. I can breathe. I am here for something. God has chosen me for something. God has chosen me. God loves me. My most fundamental identity is as a sovereign human being with free will, and as the beloved, cherished, chosen child of the King. I am an heiress to an incredible kingdom. I am a vessel of love and truth. God loves me so much that God put me on this earth to be a blessing to other people. God loves me so much that God gave me a mission, a purpose, a God vision that only I can create in this world. God loves me so much that God has an entire plan for my life that I can't even see yet. And it's better than anything I could possibly imagine for myself. Whoa. Your identity is as the sovereign. Your identity is also as the beloved. And when you combine those two, as the woman who is already cherished, chosen, and loved, and as the woman who is cherished, chosen, and loved, and because she knows how loved she is, she chooses to love herself out of her own sovereignty, out of her own free will, She chooses to take 5 minutes when she's got company over. She chooses to just let the dishes sit for 2 minutes and go say a little prayer. She chooses to go outside, stand in the sunshine for 30 seconds because it feels good, and then comes back inside to deal with, her job, her people, her everything. And that 30 seconds, that 2 minutes, that 5 minutes, every single time you choose that, you are choosing from a place of courage, from knowing your identity as the beloved and as the sovereign. And the beautiful thing is, every single time you choose courage, courage compounds and creates confidence. Courage and confidence together compound to create conviction. So then you're like, oh my gosh, I choose myself. I'm choosing to give myself 5 minutes here. I'm choosing to give myself 2 minutes here. And every 2 hours, I need a little rest, and I'm going to choose that. I'm going to choose to put my nourishment first. I'm going to choose to put my woman first. I'm going to choose to have a freaking sip of water in the middle of my conversation because I am thirsty and not worrying about what they're going to care, what other people are going to say looking at me. I'm going to do it because my body needs it, and I choose me from a place of harmony and a place of wholeness, because I know that I am loved, and there is nothing in this universe that could take away my identity as the beloved and as the sovereign. And so that confidence, that courage compound and create conviction. You're like, okay, wait, nothing in this universe can take away who I am, who I was born to be. Nothing. Because period, punto final, period, end of story, that is who I am. This is who I was born to be. And that conviction sends out this ripple signal into the world. It is literally electromagnetic in nature. It is a frequency that ripples out into the world that shows people how to respond to you. Your conviction in your identity as the beloved and as the sovereign. Show people via that felt sense frequency how to respond to you. And because now you have courage, you have confidence, you have conviction in who and whose you are, you set a new standard for how you treat yourself, how you see yourself, how you care for yourself, and thus what you will accept from other people. Now, because you cherish yourself so much, you love yourself so much, you give yourself 5 minutes of feeling when you are overwhelmed, you give yourself 2 minutes of just silence, you give yourself 30 seconds of being in the sunshine, you set a new standard for how other people in your life will treat you, because you will not tolerate anything less than what you give to yourself. Whoa. Conviction. We have a funny little sound effect there. I know this is a lot to take in, and we've been going for a hot minute now, but we are just getting started. So if you need a little bit of a 5-minute rest, a 2-minute moment of silence, 30 seconds out in the sunshine to reset, come back to your woman, give yourself what you need, go take a bathroom break, have a sip of water, do what you got to do, pause this and come back. Pause it and come back. Enjoy. And when you are back, you will come back refreshed and renewed and ready to be just receiving all the goodness. Okay, so with that, I am going to continue. Got my little blanket. Oh, we're going to do a little stretch. But we are going to continue. I have a lot that just, there's a lot that wants to come through me today. And we are letting it. Okay, so we left off at conviction. Okay, so now you have conviction. Now you have this new standard for how you will and will not accept how other people speak to you, behave around you, what they say around you, what they say to you, what they say about the people in your life, what you will and will not tolerate in terms of behavior. Guys, this one thing by itself completely changed my life. And I remember I stumbled upon this concept when I was in college. And I was, I think, 21 or 22 years old at the time. And I was never really the kind of girl who wanted to go out or be popular or whatever. I just kind of always stuck to myself. But there was a time when I wanted to go dancing with a bunch of